What's going on, Moon Gang? It is time for a technical update on two of our favorite EV companies, of course, Tesla and Nio. Let's kick things off with Tesla. Trades under the ticker TSLA. Right now it's trading at $816 and it had a pretty interesting technical day. Thus far in 2021, the monster EV company Tesla is up 15.6%. This is the current technical situation with Tesla. Here's a look at its daily chart. Just so you know, these white lines are the trend lines that the stock appears to be following. The yellow lines are areas of support and resistance, just areas that the stock has bounced off of or been rejected by. And on the bottom, we have the RSI, which stands for Relative Strength Index, one of my favorite technical indicators. And depending on, it should be available to you on pretty much any charting software you use. So one of the last major relative highs for Tesla was at $500, and this came right after the company's 5-for-1 stock split. From there, it sold off, and then it went into this triangle, which is also known as a bullish pennant. These commonly break upwards, and this led to a double top rejection at 462. Then Tesla really wasn't doing much, and actually in mid-November, it was announced that Tesla would be put in the S&P 500. And this was awesome because it means a lot of fund managers who run portfolios that basically track the S&P 500 would be forced to buy Tesla. And in the world of stocks, finance, and the economy, don't forget about supply and demand. Basically, the supply, i.e. the amount of shares available of Tesla, was remaining constant, but the demand went through the roof because all of these fund managers were forced to buying it. From that announcement until its high at $900, Tesla rallied a very impressive 120%. And right now from that announcement, it's up exactly 100%. These percentage gains are absolutely massive for a company that's worth $783 billion. Not only is it the leading EV company, but it's the leading auto company in the entire world. Let's zoom in a bit to see what's been going on. So after this rally and failed breakout attempt, we hit 884. It came down and we had like another mini bullish pennant right here. You can see the lower highs, higher lows, classic pattern of consolidation that does typically lead to a bullish breakout. This time it was rejected right at the trend line, which was also that key psychological level of $900. From there was a pretty brutal sell-off that eventually found support at $781. And I'm bringing your attention to that price level because after this bounce up to 880, which is roughly where it was rejected back here on January 8th, we are now selling off and it seems to once again have found support at 780. This is a very important support level because it's bounced there on 3 separate occasions. I really like how Tesla was able to recapture $800 today. Not only is that support from January 11th, but it's a massively important psychological level. If this bounce can follow through, I like how 780 was reaffirmed once again. And if we can get over 820, I feel pretty confident of Tesla at least tracking back up to testing 860 in the short to medium term, but just look for these levels to play out. Will it get above 820? Can it hold 800? And if it can't hold 800, can it hold 780? Below 780, and I'm in no way saying that this will happen, if the bears push it below that, I would recommend paying attention to this trend line, but the real area of technical support will come at 745. So these are all the price levels I'll be paying attention to for Tesla in the medium term. Please don't forget, I am a long-term bull on Tesla. I own many shares of Tesla at a price average of 400. I'm just pointing out what I'm gonna see happening in the medium term, and to get an idea of what Tesla will do in the short term, let's take a look at its 4-hour chart. Here we can better see what's been going on. 884 led to 900. From there was a trend line breakdown and we saw a flush all the way to 780. Then there was a double trend line rejection, both on Feb 2nd and Feb 8th, and that led to now 800 being tested. I'm very much looking for 800 to hold. Once again, not only is it a key psychological level that a lot of traders and investors have been paying attention to, but if we take a look at the RSI, don't forget that this maps bullish momentum against bearish momentum. When it's low, that's a lot of bearish momentum, and a lot of people look for reversion plays. So the fact that this is technical support, and on top of that, it looks like now more bullish momentum has been flowing into Tesla. And the reason I'm saying that is from here to here, 780 to 800, it looks like the buying has picked up. So that has me excited. I will be looking for a nice follow through to the 820 to 830 area. If it can get above that, I will then be paying attention to the 860, 868 area. Once again, this is what I'm looking for in Tesla in the short and medium term. Overall, I am a long-term bull on Tesla. I would love to know your thoughts on Tesla in a comment below. Let me know if you agree, if you completely disagree. I'm more than happy to have a conversation about it. If you want to stay up to date with these clips, the live streams, or the moon gang in general, make sure you're hitting the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on your notifications so you don't miss any of the new videos. And for now, let's do a quick talk about Nio. I almost forgot. Nio is trading just below $60. Thus far, over the past week, it gained 5.6% from the start of 2021 until now. It is up 23%. We did have another similar bullish pennant pattern, the same thing I was talking about. Lower highs, higher lows. It eventually broke out, ran up to 67. This was right after the Nio Day event, which by almost all accounts was absolutely blockbuster. But it turned to be out one of those buy the rumor, sell the news type of things, because from there it sold off, and we eventually found support between 54, 55. Most recently on Feb 8, we bounced off of this 55 support level and we looked for a trend line breakout, but over the past 3 days, there has been no follow through on the breakout. So I let the breakout happen, and then I thought that we were just reaffirming the trend line and gonna bounce from there. And then that's when I bought my call options on Nio. Just so you know, I do have long exposure to Nio. There's no sense in accusing me of being biased. I fully admit I am. I have 8 call options with a strike price of 67 and an expiration date of late February, February 26th. As of now, I am down 26%, but as you can tell from the expiration date, I have given myself a decent amount of time for it to work out. So what I'll be looking for is I'm praying for an early U-turn, maybe support to be found at this resistance of 59. But overall, I will cut my position if there's a breakdown of 54, just so you know. But what I'm looking for is for Nio to reclaim this trend line, and then I want to see how it battles it out at 64.50, exactly where it was rejected on Feb 10 and also on January 25th. After that, of course, a test of the all-time high of 67. Overall, in the long term, for 2021, 2022, for the coming years, I am very bullish on the EV sector. But to get a better idea of what Nio might do over the next few trading days, let's take a look at this 4-hour chart. So following this bullish pennant, there was a breakout, but then the second bullish pennant, typically remember that these do break upward, but there's always counter examples to it. This time Nio did break downward. Then we formed this trend line, and it's pretty much been trading sideways between 54, 58. Most recently, there was a breakout, which got me all excited. I may have entered the trade a bit too early, but I'm confident that eventually it should break. It should bounce off of maybe 58, 56, somewhere in here. I have my fingers crossed for a bounce. I'm very bullish on the EV sector. Nio has been killing it. Their deliveries keep going up, up, up. And so I think it does have a bright future. So that's why I'm so confident in my position. If there is fortunately a follow through, I'll be watching 64.50 followed by 67. And after that, that would be a new all-time high. So we'd have to let price discovery play itself out. But if they keep selling off, I'll be watching these levels mapped here, 58, 55, and 54. If there's a breakdown below 54, I'm going to cut my position for a huge loss. I would love to know your thoughts on both Nio and Tesla in a comment below. Let me know if you want to stay up to date with us. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe button so you don't miss any of the Moon Gang action.